They just released a new video on their same webpage and on YouTube that talks about their new update coming out, the Mesa update. So for anyone who doesn't know, mesas are kind of like hilly type of mountains that are kind of flat in the top, which kind of doesn't make sense for something named peak, because like, yeah, it technically has a peak, but the peak is so consistent on the top that it's kind of like it's kind of a weird mountain, you know? Like you got a little flathead, looks like a freaking Polnareff from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure type of thing, right? I'll go through some of the things that we already have in the game that are probably going to show up towards like the next update coming up, which is on the 11th, which is from the making of this video just 3 days from now. So let me go into the game and show you guys some of the things that are probably going to be added. Okay, we're here in the game and we're going to go ahead and go through some of the things that are currently, like I said, in the files but haven't been implemented yet as of 1.11a. We have this called the bouncy fungus. Now the bouncy fungus is the one I'm actually really excited for, because it is what it does. I drop it, right? Oh, I gotta throw it. I forgot. You throw it and boom, you get a little bouncy mushroom that you can jump on. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. This doesn't give you too much of a jump though. It's pretty minimal, but like I feel like it'll be helpful just for like getting over small hills when you have like you're trying to conserve stamina, or you have like a bunch of stuff. So like in the first map, it'll be really good for that, because there's like a bunch of little areas that you can actually do that from. Like you can probably put it like right there and jump up and stuff like that. Next thing is the cactus ball. Now this one is weird. It's just tiny, right? It's a cactus ball, and of course it's going to be for the Mesa update, because I mean, cactus balls, cactus, you know, in the trailer you see the cactuses themselves and a tornado, which I'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, the cactus ball. You basically get a tiny cactus. It doesn't have any collision at the moment, so it just falls through the earth. It's currently completely bugged out, because if I eat this thing, it'll just it'll oof me. But I feel like this thing is gonna be you're gonna be able to break it open similar to like a coconut, and it's probably gonna be bigger than this. But if not, if it stays this size, then most likely you can eat this and replenish some hunger, but probably get injured because it's a freaking cactus. If you can't open it, you're gonna get spikes in your mouth. Or the funnier thing is that it'll be thrown, it'll stick to people, which I think would be hilarious. Like you throw this at the back of your friend and it sticks to them and they don't know what's happening, but it's just there the entire time until someone pulls it out. Similar to like a tick. I feel like it's gonna be like a weaponized tick type of thing. Now if I eat this right now, this is what happens. Okay, I get oofed right away. I'm pretty sure that's not intended what the intended thing you're supposed to do it, because if you look at the bottom left, you actually see that it did take away some of my hunger and it gave me a bunch of energy. So most likely it's going to be a consumable that you can eat, but that it will give you quite a bit of energy. Like look at that, that's an half a bar, but that could change in the actual like release date. That probably will change though. But it would make sense that a cactus ball would give you a lot of energy, because like you're in like a desert and a cactus is known for like having juices. Back in the game, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the very next thing. This one is a bit weirder in my opinion, because it kind of doesn't make sense. Other than these two, it's actually the stick. It's just a stick. I don't know what the stick is gonna be used for. It's a stick. I guess you can take the stick to the top and it might be an achievement, like you know, like kind of like taking Mr. Bing Bong over here. You just get stick and you take it. I'm gonna try to fry it. Let me see if it'll fry. All right, let me see if it'll bonk me or something. Okay. Oh, why did? Okay, it doesn't look like it can bonk me unless I have horrible aim, which is a possibility. Let me try it again. No, it doesn't even bonk me. It might not have the collision in yet. That could be it. So then the next things that you guys already saw me pull out were these two flags, which I kinda don't understand them, because we have this right here, which is kind of like it's kind of like you know, when you're in middle school or elementary school and you try to draw like a bird in the background when you're making your little drawings. That's what it looks like, right? A little bird, right? Because you can see the cloud on it and everything in the background, right? So that's clearly a bird. And this over here is a turtle. I mean, you got the little turtle shell, the little turtle head, and the little turtle paws. Now, what this could be is, since the Mesa update is adding a tornado, this could be implemented in there to show you where the tornado is probably like going to be coming from. Because in the ice area, you can't tell like where it's coming from at the moment. Whenever a blizzard comes in, you cannot tell. But with this, it might tell you like, oh, it's coming from so it's blowing that way, so the wind is blowing that way, so most likely the tornado is coming from the opposite way because, you know, it's being pushed this way. That's my theory on it. Not 100% sure. It could be that these are just for you to pick up and like plant it in the ground and like taunt your friends like, haha, I made it here first, and so on and so forth. That's another possibility. But those are just speculations. And until the update comes out on the 11th, which is 3 days from now, we won't know 100%, but that's most likely the case. Now, the very next thing that we have after this is something that I personally don't know what it is. It's just a weird shroom, and if you look at it, it's glowing, right? It's a glowing mushroom. Now, this feels like you'll find in caves, so I feel like they're gonna add a cave type of system in the Mesa update. Like, you'll go underground to avoid, or into caves to avoid the tornado, because other than that, I don't see any feasible way for you to actually avoid the tornado other than eating these weird mushrooms. They don't do anything right now. They're probably like a light source, so they can like guide you, or you just pick up to eat while you're inside the cave. Most likely it could be similar to like how we have the volcano area at the end, where you're inside the volcano. It could be like for Mesa, you're inside the Mesa and you're trying to get to the top from inside out. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this because all it does is like do my hunger. There you go. So you can eat it twice. What the heck is that? What is this? A ball? What? This is a random patch of grass. I noticed it a bit ago. I just didn't know what it was. All right, let me just go down. It's the random patch of grass, dude, like in the air. Like, it's so noticeable too. All right, but let's move on to the next thing after the mushroom. We have, of course, wait, has this been added to the game yet? I don't think so, right? The megaphone, which I don't think it's been added, but I mean, it's a megaphone, you know. You just click it and people will be able to hear you from much farther away. But you can already hear people pretty well as an echo when they're screaming. But I feel like this is going to be much better for them to like actually hear you, because a lot of times they aren't able to hear you clearly, especially if people are like listening to something else in the background. Let's go on to the next thing. Okay, so the very next thing is, of course, the parasol. This one is fun. This one is so fun because let me see if hold on. Do I have the mushroom around here? Oh no. All right, I died. Let me just fly up a bit real quick and then equip it. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna let go and I'm gonna open it, and it just helps you free fall like downwards. You don't have much mobility when you're doing this. I don't know if that's I think that's intentional, just because I mean, you really can't control a parasol with like your weight. Yeah, that's what it does. It helps you basically fly across the sky like Mary Poppins. I like this because basically it's helpful if you fall, but I feel like if you're falling from like the tornado, per se, like let's say the tornado picks you up and throws you far away, right? Because the tornado is one of the big additions that's going to be put into the Mesa update, which is going to probably follow you around, and the only way for you to escape is to hide in like underground tunnels. You can use this probably if it throws you away and just like cruise out. So this is probably going to be in the update, like for sure, in my opinion. All right, and I think there was one more thing that I actually really want. Not the stone. The stone is just, I think the stone is just a stone. Like, it doesn't have any collision damage. It has nothing. Like, I throw this up, and maybe they haven't added it, but if I throw it up and I try to hit myself with it, nothing happens. I don't even get a bonk sound. But compared to a coconut, right? If I throw a coconut up there, it bonks me. It hits me. But yeah, the next thing is this thing, the warp compass. Now, the warp compass doesn't work currently, but if I try to use it, nothing's gonna happen. But this feels like it's just gonna randomly teleport you to a random section of the mountain. Now, I don't know if it'll be like on a surface area. My theory is that it'll teleport you into pretty much any type of area above like a certain ground. Like, they probably have a quota where you can like teleport like you can probably teleport to like up here. So if that is true, then the parasol is going to be super important to use with this, because if you teleport like up there where that grass is, you're gonna have a hard time getting back down without dying. Oh, actually, I almost forgot the Frisbee. I can't believe I forgot about this. Yeah, the Frisbee. It works like a coconut. You basically just throw it and it has collision. Like if you throw it like this and you hit someone, let me try it again. My aim was trash. Let me try it again. Okay. There you go. It gives you a bonk. That's why I don't know what they're gonna do with the rock, because the rock didn't give me any type of bonking. But this does. It's called flying disc here, but it's just a. I feel like it's just gonna be a frisbee. Yeah, it's just a frisbee. But yeah, those are the main things that are gonna be added. Other than the, like I said, the hurricane. It's probably no, I mean not the hurricane. The tornado is gonna be the main factor that's gonna help. It's gonna work similar, in my opinion, to how the snowstorm works in Alpine, where it basically just starts like pushing you around. But I feel like it's gonna be to an extreme. Like it's gonna fly you up. Because I mean, it's a tornado. When you picture a tornado, you think about something like Wizard of Oz, right? Where it just picks you up and it just flies you around in circles. But yeah, those are all the things that are currently probably going to be added in the next update. This is only some of the stuff that's already found in the data. There's probably other things that aren't here that they're going to add, because this is just things that have been here since pretty much the beginning of the game main release. So these are just things that are already here, but more things can be added. Yeah, if you guys like the video and if you guys want more stuff like this, go ahead and leave a like or a comment. And if you guys like my content, go ahead and subscribe. I can do more videos like this. I mostly play a lot of games, especially on Twitch.tv/Dog. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video,